Hey guys, Cinema Sick this year, and happy Labor Day. It is September 2nd, Monday, September 2nd, Labor Day, so happy Labor Day to all you. Hopefully you guys aren't working today. I know I'm not. Now, the initial plan for today was to head out to Jake's Flea Market. That's why I'm in the car right now. That's why I'm kind of headed in that direction. Unfortunately, about 2 seconds before I hit the record button on my camera here, it started to drizzle, and rain and flea markets don't go together. If it's raining, there's really going to be no flea market. I was pretty excited because Jake's usually only open on a Saturday and Sunday, but Labor Day weekend they extended their hours and they opened up on Monday as well. So I was excited to see what it was like. You know, was there going to be anybody out here? Was it going to be worth even going out to Jake's on Labor Day weekend? What was the crowd going to be like? Were there going to be enough people selling stuff to make it worthwhile? I was kind of interested to see what was going to happen. But like I said, it's now raining, so I'm not going to go to Jake's. There's no reason. I'm not going to get all the way out there just to find out there's nothing going on because it's raining. So what are the plans for today then? I'm not entirely sure. I know I have to go to Target today, so I guess we can do some hunting at Target. I was thinking about running out to the Goodwill, not the one in my hometown, though. You know, maybe we'll do that now. Maybe we'll go to the one in my hometown now. But I was thinking about running out to the one a few towns over because you know, I don't actually need to go to Goodwill, but there are some stores in that shopping center I need to hit up. So while I'm out there, of course, I can't go to a shopping center with a Goodwill, not to go to the Goodwill. So we can go to that Goodwill today. You know, I'm not sure what else. I'm not sure if we'll really do much more, but like I said, we might as well just go to the Goodwill in my hometown right now and see if they have anything going on. I was just recently there, but there were a lot of decent titles in the little bins and bags. So maybe there was some stuff I looked over, maybe some stuff I missed. Maybe they had some other titles to put out. So maybe when we get there, we'll find some good titles. I don't know. We'll see. So, unfortunately, no Jake's today. Definitely sucks. I mean, it's very gray and just kind of nasty looking out today. It's not a very pretty Labor Day. So, yeah, it sucks. There's no flea market today. But what are you gonna do? So let's go to Goodwill, see what they have, and then we'll just make our way around from there. All right, so let's see what they got today. As far as VHS goes, looks pretty much like the same stuff they've had in X-Men Professor. I don't really see too much in the way of anything new as far as VHS is concerned. DVDs on the other hand, a lot of new stuff out because, like I mentioned, they had a lot of stuff in their bins in the back. And ooh, they have the Rocky box that's sealed. I mean, I already have this, but I don't have this. I don't have it sealed. That's tempting for only $4. I might want to grab that. I'm not really seeing any good DVDs though. I mean, well, there are some good DVDs, but nothing I don't have anyway. So that is unfortunate. See, I don't really see anything off the bat, so I don't think I'll pick any of these up, but let's go see if they have anything in the bins and back. Wow, there are a ton of bins. I already found, there's one DVD for you. Just bins after bins after bins. So, looks like I have my digging ahead of me. I'm going to start picking through these and maybe I'll find a couple DVDs. Let's see. Alright, out of the Goodwill, and wasn't a total bust. Unfortunately, no DVDs I wanted to pick up. As you saw, they had a ton of those bins in the back, just full of stuff, and I did come across a few DVDs. There weren't a lot, just a couple, and it was all stuff I either didn't want or already had, so unfortunately, didn't get any of those. Up front, there weren't any DVDs or VHS tapes I wanted to get. There was that Rocky box set that was still sealed. The VHS set. That was pretty cool, and the fact that it was sealed, I was thinking about getting it for only $4. It was a pretty good deal, even though I do own it, but I don't own a sealed copy. However, after further inspection, the box was kind of dinged up. It was dinged up. There was creases in it. Even though it was sealed, it was still kind of dinged up. And I thought, well, I'm not paying $4 for a sealed copy of the Rocky box set when it's that badly messed up. I mean, mine's in better shape. Mine's not sealed. So I did pass on that, but I grabbed myself a few CD soundtracks. I grabbed 5 here. Obviously, we'll take a look at these when I get home, but it wasn't a complete waste. Got some, at least got some soundtracks. Although I did pay $2 a piece for them, $1.97 each for them. So I think I might be upping my my CD soundtrack limit to $2 a piece because it used to be $1, but I've been buying a lot of $2 ones lately. So maybe I'll just up the price to $2 and pick up some more because I love picking up CD soundtracks. I'm like just getting on this CD soundtrack kick recently. So yeah, picked up a few of these. That was all I grabbed from Goodwill. So now I'm not sure. Like I said, I need to head out to Goodwill, or sorry, I need to head out to another shopping center that has a Goodwill in it. So I don't need to head to Goodwill, but I need to head out there. So I'll probably hit up that Goodwill. I also need to hit up Target. So I'm not sure what order we're gonna do those in, but again, we'll just kind of see how today goes. It's Labor Day, so there's a lot of stuff closed. I looked online to see if Liberty Thrift and Home Furnishings and the Open Door Ministry Thrift Shop are open today. I thought maybe they'd be open having a sale. No, they're both closed for Labor Day, so I won't be doing that. So really, all I can think about doing is Goodwill and Target. So let's do it. All right, guys, here's another idea of something else we could do. Let's hit up the Dollar General. I haven't been in here in a long time. They usually have interesting stuff like full moon titles, so I do get some decent deals here every now and then. Not really expecting too much, as I don't normally find amazing deals all the time. It's only kind of every now and then, but regardless, haven't been here in a long time, so let's go check them out. Sorry, let's see what they have here. I mean, see things like Dry for $8. I mean, I already have Dry, don't need that, but not the best deal ever. Lockout for $8. So looks like a lot of somewhat newer titles for $8, which is a bit much. Now here's some better stuff. I mean, here's like things like like the Killjoy collection, which I already have all these, but such good movies. Puppet Master collection, Volume 2. That's really cool, but I already have those. Here's Doll Man, Demonic Toys. Already have them as well. But these cool box sets for only $7. Great deal for full moon box sets. Here's actually a Blu-ray, but not for that much. So maybe some interesting stuff in here. Perhaps some more full moon titles. I mean, here's Star Species Trilogy. I already have that as well. Oh, geez, these are, like, I want to say maybe like Blockbuster or perhaps Redbox, like rentals, looks like, because they have the barcode on them. Yeah, I'm not going to get those. And another display of stuff here. So as you can see, there is a decent amount of stuff to look through. Another display here as well. So I'm going to pick through these. I mean, off the bat, I'm not really seeing anything I need to grab, but still, I'm going to pick through them and see what they got. Well, okay, guys, out of the Dollar General, and not a total bust. Picked up a couple titles here, 4 titles to be exact. 1 box set and 1 DVD title. So, all in all, not a bad haul. I mean, I didn't get the greatest titles in the world. They're not anything amazing, but I picked up some decent stuff for a good price. So, it was worth hitting into Dollar General. So, yeah, again, we have Target and Goodwill to hit up, so let's go do that. All right, guys, here at Goodwill number 2. Let's see what they got. All right, so let's see if they got anything good in since last time I was in here, and already it's looking like the answer to that is no. Looks like pretty much all the same stuff they had. Home on the Range, great movie, but I already have it. So again, I'm really not seeing anything different, unfortunately. And nothing really new in the way of DVDs. I mean, I see a couple new titles, but nothing I need to pick up. So unfortunately, don't think I'm grabbing any DVDs. So now we'll quickly take a look through all these CDs, see if there's any good CD soundtracks, though I'm not really seeing much in the way of anything new. Just looks like somebody's just completely messed these up, and I mean, this whole thing looks like a tornado's been through here, but I don't think it's anything new. But still, we'll take a look. Alright, so unfortunately it looks like Goodwill is going to be a bust. Not really seeing anything here I want to pick up, so let's get out of here, hit up another store, and see what else we can find. Alright, so I decided since the Kmart is in the same shopping center as the Goodwill, why not hit it up and see what they have. Alright guys, I just looked around the whole store, and I'm not really finding much of anything. If you want to see what they have here, just watch the last hunting video I did. It's pretty much exactly the same. Nothing's really changed. However, there is one title that I did find that I want to pick up that's actually on sale for only $5.99, which is $1 more than I normally pay, but I really want to get this, so I'll pick it up, and that is Lake Placid, the final chapter, for only $5.99, $6. I'll pick it up. All right, last but not least, let's hit up Target, see if they have any good sales going on this week, and hopefully we'll find something good here. All right, guys, let's see what, if anything, they have going on this week. Hopefully they have some decent sales. We'll see. Looks like there's a lot of price cuts this week. I'm not sure if there's anything good, but at least it's something, I guess. Yeah, I'm not seeing any great deals. These are 11 bucks. It's nothing too good there. Same thing over here, nothing all that great. Some price cuts on these educational documentaries, but I wouldn't say the prices on these are much better, although I do really want this Oz documentary, but not for 8 bucks. So, off the bat, not seeing anything amazing. I mean, lots of price cuts, but I wouldn't say the prices are all that great, unfortunately. So, let's keep looking and see what we can find. So again, guys, unfortunately, I don't see anything. Just looked through the whole electronics section here, and I didn't see a single thing that I'm interested in picking up, or any really good prices for that matter. Like I said, there are some price cuts, but they're only a couple of dollars off. Doesn't make a huge difference. Doesn't make for great deals. So unfortunately, don't see anything. Maybe I'll look through one more time, but I don't think I'll be picking anything up. But of course, there's always one last place to check, and that's clearance, and I'm not seeing anything. Looks like we have PS3 games, Vita games, but no DVDs, no Blu-rays. Last time I was here, there was, I think, one DVD, but it was nothing I wanted to pick up. So unfortunately, I don't see anything over here either. Alright guys, back from cinema hunting, and today was a little bit better of a day than yesterday on my trip out to the Hershey, Pennsylvania area, where everything was pretty much just a complete bust, with the exception of a few titles I got from Goodwill. But today was a little bit better. Unfortunately, as you guys saw, I was not able to go to Jake's Flea Market. Well, I could have gone, but I don't think it would have been a very good idea, as it was looking kind of gray and gloomy, and it looked like it might rain when I was leaving the house. But it was nice out. The temperature was nice. Even though it was kind of gray, I thought, well, it hasn't rained yet. Maybe the rain's gonna hold out. So I'll head to Jake's and see what's going on there. It is Labor Day, so I wasn't quite sure what to expect. Were there going to be people selling stuff? Was everybody going to be on vacation? I don't know. I mean, I figured since it is Labor Day, maybe people don't know the place is open. Maybe people, again, are on vacation. Or maybe they're just, they're not wanting to sell stuff this weekend. They just want to hang out and have a good time. They're all for work. Why would they want to sell stuff? So I didn't quite know what was going to be going on there. But didn't matter anyway, because about 5 minutes into my ride there, it started to rain. Not heavy, but enough that I was like, well, I'm not going to Jake's. At Jake's, even if it starts to drizzle, people just pack up and get the hell out of there. So it was drizzling a bit, and I thought, well, I'm not wasting my gas driving all the way out to Jake's just to find out nobody's there. So I decided, hell with that. Let's just make the best of the day. I had to go to Target. I needed to stop out there, and I also had to go to the shopping center a few towns over that the Goodwill happens to be in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. I needed to pick up some stuff from some other stores in that shopping center. So figured I'd go to that Goodwill as well. And since I was driving past the Goodwill in my hometown while coming back from Jake's, obviously wanted to stop there. And as you saw on my way back from the Goodwill, headed back home to pick my wife up because she wanted to come out to do Target with me. I stopped at my Dollar General, which I don't usually stop at, but I got some stuff there as well. So let's get down to it and take a look at everything I got. So the first few titles I picked up here, these I grabbed from the first Goodwill I stopped at, the one in my hometown. Grabbed myself 5 CD soundtracks, all for $1.97 a piece. Like I said, I've kind of been, I don't want to say splurging because it's only $1 more, but I've been paying a little bit more for soundtracks than I've been in the past. Usually my limit per soundtrack is only $1, and I've been doing great with that. I usually find a lot of soundtracks for only $1, but recently I've been splurging a bit and paying $2 for some. I don't plan on going any higher than that unless it's something I really, really, really want. I don't plan on spending any more than $2. So I think I might up my limit on CD soundtracks to $2 a piece, as I've been really enjoying picking these up and listening to them. So grabbed a few here. Let's take a look at what I got. First thing I got here was The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, and I also picked up The Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian, which I thought was pretty cool that I got both of these. It would appear that The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe has a bunch of songs by other people on it, like Jars of Clay. If I heard of any of these other people? That's it. All these other people on here, I've never heard of. I heard of Jars of Clay, and I don't think I've heard of a single other artist on here. But it does appear to just feature a bunch of artists, like a various artist compilation, so cool. And the Prince Caspian, it apparently, music composed by Harry Gregson Williams. So this appears to be mostly just a score, with the exception of a few songs who are performed by some people, such as Switchfoot, and again, that's the, oh no, Regina Spektor, I've heard of her too. So yeah, so mostly just a score with a couple, actually songs by artists on it. So, very cool. I was very happy that I came across both these. I thought it was pretty awesome that I got both of those. Then, my first ever Harry Potter soundtrack. This being Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Really cool. I really want to get all the Harry Potter soundtracks. I'd love to have every single one in my collection. Definitely a goal of mine to someday get all of those. This is the first one I've ever come across, which is kind of odd. You would think movies like Harry Potter, you would think, you know, going from the first one on, they'd be really easy to find as you get higher and higher up into the series. Maybe they'd be a little bit harder to find soundtracks too. But really, I wouldn't think Harry Potter soundtracks would be something I don't ever come across. But I never come across these. I rarely ever see them. So, again, the first one I've ever picked up, and hopefully I'll start coming across more. I really want to get the first one. The first one's like the holy grail of the Harry Potter soundtrack. That's the one I really, really want. But still cool to have this one. I did listen to this one, actually, as I was driving around today, and it was good. I enjoyed it. It's mostly just a score with the exception of like the last 3 songs. But besides that, the rest of it's just a score. But it was great, beautiful score. I'm very picky when it comes to my scores. Some I love, some I just don't really care for so much. This one I loved. It was great. This is also really cool. I picked up the soundtrack to Shrek 2, and why this is cool is because I have the Shrek 2 like party CD or something like that. I forget what it's called, but it's a bunch of party songs by Shrek characters. It's kind of ridiculous, but I have that, and I really wanted to get the actual real soundtrack to go along with it. So now I have it. Very cool. I guess this is an alright soundtrack. I mean, it's got things like Dashboard Confessional, Counting Crows, David Bowie. So, you know, it's an alright soundtrack. Still pretty cool. And the last soundtrack I grabbed was the soundtrack to Transformers, which is a pretty cool soundtrack. People like Linkin Park, Smashing Pumpkins, Disturbed, Goo Goo Dolls, The Used, Him, Taking Back Sunday, Armor for Sleep, Idiot Pilot, I don't know who that is, and a few other random bands I've never heard of. So, pretty cool soundtrack, pretty rockin' soundtrack, a very rock-oriented soundtrack. But good movie, good soundtrack, definitely had to pick it up. So after that, I hit up Dollar General. Like I said, I hadn't been to Dollar General in a good long while. It's been probably a few months since I've been out to Dollar General. But I do like stopping in there every now and then because I've actually found some pretty decent titles in there before, especially things like full moon titles, and I did pick up one. So the first title I got here, and this I had to pick up. As you guys know, I just got the first and second movie in this series. There are 3 of them, so of course, had to grab this one. And that was Legally Blondes. Paid $3.95 for this. $4, figured that was a decent deal for this. I have no interest in watching this movie whatsoever. The first Legally Blonde movie, like I said, I enjoyed it. Thought it was a pretty decent movie. I mean, nothing great, mediocre, but still a fun watch. The second one was complete shit. Legally Blonde 2, one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And I'm going to be willing to bet that Legally Blondes is just even worse than the second one. I have no doubt. I mean, it says, I can move the sticker. When Elwood's young blonde cousins Annie and Liz moved from England to California, they thought their pink clothes, small dogs, and street smarts would make them insanely fit and feel more. Okay, whatever. It's just stupid. So I really have no interest in watching this whatsoever. But I am a completist, so of course, have the first 2 movies. Obviously, gotta get the third one, even if I never watch it. I have to have complete collections. It's the collector in me. I gotta get it. So $4, figures a decent deal. Then I picked up a full moon set. This actually comes with 3 movies, and that was the Witch House Trilogy. Comes with Witch House 2, and Witch House 3. Never would have guessed that, would you? This was only $6.95, so $7 for this. Thought that was a great deal. I mean, that comes out to a fantastic deal per title, so definitely wanted to grab this. I've never seen the Witch House movies. I've never even really heard of the Witch House movies. When it comes to full moon titles, a lot of times, I mean, some of the bigger ones I've heard of, but a lot of times I just kind of pick these up blindly, just get a bunch of blind buys. And I've enjoyed, I'd say, 90% of all the full moon titles I've seen. I've seen a few stinkers that I really didn't care for too much, but for the most part, I do really enjoy them. This gets very mixed reviews though online. I was curious what kind of reviews it got. I've heard everything from just, you know, a fantastic cheeseball movie to just the worst thing I've ever seen. So, we'll see. I'm not quite sure what to think about it. But, again, I figured for $7, this was a great deal. I had to pick this set up, and I look forward to checking all 3 of these movies out. So after that, hit up the second Goodwill, and I didn't find anything there. They didn't have anything new. Pretty much, well, I mean, there were a few new DVDs that I didn't see last time I was in there, but it wasn't anything I needed to get. So, unfortunately, didn't pick up any titles from the Goodwill. After that, after we got done shopping in the shopping center, I actually headed over to Kmart. And, I basically just kind of to, see what they had, see if they had anything new. And I hadn't been there in a couple weeks, figured, what the hell, let's go to Kmart, see if they have anything. And I picked up one title, and that was Lake Placid, the final chapter. So what I assume is going to be the final Lake Placid movie. We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of these. You never know. But I love the Lake Placid movies. They're cheesy as hell, and I just realized Robert Englund is apparently in this, which is awesome. Did not know that. So anyway, the final Lake Placid movie. I love the Lake Placid movies. They're cheesy, but they're a lot of fun. They're just goofball monster movies, and I really, really enjoy watching them. So definitely want to get this one in the collection. In fact, I just saw this at the Dollar General. I think they had it for like $8. I picked this up for only it was $5.99, so $6. Paid 99 cents more than I normally do per title, but I didn't really care. I figured, what the hell, I'll splurge the extra $1 and pick up a title that I actually really want to see. So definitely looking forward to checking this out. It's also the unrated version, which is always good. So the last Lake Placid movie. We'll see if that's actually true. And while I was there, I actually picked up something else to go with the library. It wasn't actually a title, and that was right here. I got myself a Cars throw, or they don't actually call it a throw. They call it like a fleece blanket. I call it a throw, though. But I really want to get that for down here, because right now it's a little warm. During the summer, it can get warm down here. I got to figure a way to... That's one of my next goals, is to figure out how to get air conditioning down here. Whether it's a portable device, or figure out how to run the AC from upstairs down here. We'll see. That's probably a next summer thing. I got to save up some money for that, because I'd really like to get the AC running from upstairs to down here, which I think could be possible, but we'll have to see. But anyway, in the winter, it also gets cold down here, which I don't mind cold, and I don't mean cold like freezing cold. I mean like 70 degrees. I mean, maybe 65, 70 degrees. It's not cold. It's not like it's gonna hurt my meat at all. I don't need to get a heater for down here. It never gets that cold down here, but it does get to the point where, if I'm laying down here watching a movie, I would like to have a blanket over me in the winter. I'm going to want that. Right now, I will definitely not be using that. It is kind of warm down here. I'm actually sweating a bit right now because it's warm down here. But for the winter, I'm going to want this. And then again, it's a Cars throw. It's, there's Lightning McQueen. I almost said Steve McQueen. Lightning McQueen right there. I figured I'd get a Cars throw because I have a Cars light switch cover for the light switch here, and I also have a Cars welcome mat when you first walk in. And it's not that I'm like obsessed with Cars. I love the movie. It's a fantastic movie. I even enjoyed Cars 2. Not as much, but I still enjoyed it. But it just so happens I have a Cars welcome mat and a Cars light switch cover, so I figured, what the hell, Cars throw. And also, since I like Cars, I got myself a Cars pillow too. Just bought a random pillow, but then got a Cars pillowcase for it. So I'm assuming this is from Cars 2, obviously, I think, because of the, I guess, because the race, I don't know. Had a Cars 2 logo on, or sticker on it, so I'm not sure. But anyway, I want a pillow for down here too, because although the cushions on the armrests here, they're very cushiony, they're actually somewhat comfortable to lay on. It's nice to have your head propped up a bit when you're watching a movie, because I actually usually lay down on this couch while watching a movie. I don't usually sit and watch a movie. I usually lie down. So, I had to get a pillow to, put down, lay on it while I'm watching the movie. So just, want to get myself nice and comfy down here. So, pillow, throw. I can watch movies in style now. And, now I got kind of this Cars theme going on down here, which is nice. But that was it, because after that, we did head out to Target as well. But as you saw, I didn't find anything there. No really good deals going on. Basically, a lot of price cuts this week. I see price cuts because they're like $1 off or something stupid like that. So I didn't really find anything I wanted to pick up there, unfortunately. So that was it for today. Got some, got a decent stack of movies here, and pretty excited to get the throw and the pillow also, because they will definitely come in handy. So there you go, guys. That's it. Like I always say, if you like this video, please give me a like. If you're not already subbed, please do. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. See ya.